as the racing is about to get underway. And off we go. Here they come, fighting into the first corner. Cooper having a look on the inside, but Daniel Stevenson with a fantastic start there, getting away into the first corner in first place. They make their way up towards the chicane and the centre S's for the first time. And there is your race leader, number 18, Daniel Stevenson, much like the first race, getting the jump on the field in the early stages. Oh, and look at that in fourth. I think that was Tyler Humphries, just caught the back wheel of Wilson Dilks. Did well to stay on the bike there. That could have been a nasty tumble. So kept his cool there in the opening stages, Daniel Stevenson. So as I was saying, of course, he took the lead early on in the first race. He'll be trying to hold on in race number 2, but Wilson Dilks with a good start. Arnie Carr didn't quite get the start that time. He's fighting his way through the field. Here they come back towards us. It's Daniel Stevenson leading the way. Looks like, I think that's Carr in second position. We'll confirm that in a moment. To him, or could be Wilson Dilks possibly. Here they come around the final few corners, over the line for the first time. So Daniel Stevenson leading the way. That's Carr in second. Cooper in third, having a peek down the inside. So yes, indeed it is. It's the number 83 of Arnie Carr in second place. He'll obviously, when the lap charts catch up with us, he'll get bumped up to second place on the lap charts. But as you can see for yourself, he's in second place. And he made a daring move going through the what's called the Brooklands hairpin, that fast right hand that leads onto the speedway straight last time in the previous race. He made a move last time round. So this is where he's very threatening. He's very quick and very confident through this right-hander. And you can see him there, full attack, as he makes his way down the Brooklands straight for the first time, or second time, chasing after Daniel Stevenson. Hudson Kai Cooper watching in third place, trying to get involved in this one. Tyler Humphries not too far behind in fourth either. Joshua Herring currently in fifth place. From Frankie Watson and Wilson Dilks in there as well. Ollie Orgelman in 8th position. Harrison Quincy, Lucas King rounding out the top 10. And a bit further down, Harry Rafferty, Bradley Curtis, Archie Hooper, as Carr goes down the inside. Standing on the front brake as he goes into the first corner and makes the move. So Arnie Carr goes into the lead. Mid-runners making their way over the line. Further down we've got Archie Hooper, Isabel Wingate, Lily Rhodes, Max Rhodes and Mason Fedrick rounding out the field. As Arnie Carr goes through into the lead. Classic outbraking manoeuvre into the first corner. Standing deep on that front brake. You've got to make the corners. It's not just about the outbraking manoeuvre, it's timing it right so you don't outbrake yourself and go off to the side of the track. Now look at this, the Daniel Stevenson is not giving up in second place. That's going to be very important here for Stevenson, just to try and tag onto the back of Carr here. Watch his lines, watch his speed through the corners, and just try and get dragged along here. He's had the pace to be able to win this race, but was unlucky in the first race. And he'll be determined to try and go a bit better in race number 2. Look at this though, as Tyler Humphries just started to close up now on Hudson Kai Cooper onto the final corner. Here come the leaders down the straight. And it looks like Daniel Stevens got a nice run into the first corner as we look at our fight for third. Oh, Tyler Humphries down the inside. He had to be very late on the brakes there to make that one work. And I think he's just about made it. Although Hudson Kai Cooper is fighting back. They're bar to bar through the corner. But Tyler Humphries has just about got the track position and holds on to that third place. So Tyler Humphries, number 19, into third place. Now, can he and Hudson Kai Cooper close up on the two race leaders? Daniel Stevenson riding very well here to keep up with the impressive race leader, Arnie Carr. Down the speedway straight they go, making their way back towards the finish. The top four just starting to pull away now from the rest of the field, with the chasing Frankie Watson, Joshua Herring and Wilson Dilks in there. Here come the leaders through the chicane, heading towards Honda, the final corner, third and fourth, very close. Daniel Stevenson seems to have some nice lines on his final few corners as the rider goes down. And, well, as you can see, the rider okay. Judging by the number, I think it's the number 5 of Mason Fedrick, who was in 17th, but fought through to 14th, but appears to have gone down. Now, I think that's on the back straight, the chicane that leads through to the final few corners there, where Fedrick's gone down. So hopefully, the rider okay, the bike off the track. Oh, there it is, my apologies, sorry, it's on. There's another one down as well, I think. It's on a separate part of the track. I'll have a look on the lap charts in a few moments. So at least one rider going down, if not two. No, I think that is just a different camera angle of Mason Fedrick's bike. So that's just on the chicane leading to the centre S. It's a relatively slow part of the track. As we saw for ourselves, the rider was okay and walked away from the fallen bike, so it would appear the rider's okay as well. So one would hope that the race will be allowed to continue. Of course, the marshal's on that one. If the bike's in an unsafe position, they would halt the race, but it doesn't seem to be the case at the moment. It's further down. There's that battle towards the edge of the top 10. That's Harrison Quincy, Lucas King, Ollie Augerman, Harry Rafferty, Bradley Curtis, all in there. As the leaders go through, Arnie Carr still leading the way. Daniel Stevenson charging in second place. Here comes third and fourth, just over the line. Tyler Humphries still being chased by Hudson Cooper. Frankie Watson currently in fifth. It's still Joshua Herrings in sixth and Wilson Dilks. Oh, look at this, Daniel Stevenson just starting to have a peek down the inside, looking for lines here. Now he can't really get past Arnie Carr on pace here because they're both running almost identical pace, actually, both lapping in the low 105s. Carr setting the fastest lap of the race, 105.096. But Daniel Stevenson, number 18, in second place with a 105.141. So it's almost identical on the lap charts, but you don't really need me to tell you that because you can see for yourself how close he is. But because they're running such a similar pace here, I don't think the Stevenson's going to get past on pace alone here. He's going to have to work and try and find a way through. So we're just watching him there, just looking for lines, trying to find somewhere where he can get a little bit of drive just to try and make a move on Arnie Carr. Get a front wheel in there as they make their way down the main straight. Here's the fight for third as Hudson Kai Cooper trying to fight back on Tyler Humphries. They make their way through to the right-hander, but Humphries has the line and holds on to that third place. The lead is just in front of them there as the battle towards the edge of the top 10 rages away down towards the final corner. Daniel Stevenson again just looking for lines as we look at Cooper. He's doing the same there, looking down the inside of Tyler Humphries but can't find a way through. And on the inset of your screen there's the battle further down. Harrison Quincy, number 755, with Lucas King and Ollie Augerman just ahead of him in 8th position. And back to the leaders on the left hand side of the screen. Again you see Daniel Stevenson matching Arnie Carr for pace here, but just trying to find a way through that battle for 8th place on the bottom right of the screen, still running very closely indeed. Through the chicane he goes. Again you see Stevenson just hanging onto the back wheel of Arnie Carr, number 83, your race leader, as they make their way around the final corner. Let's see if Stevenson going to run down to the first corner here. They're both running a very quick pace. And again you see Stevenson just jinking in the slipstream. Down to the inside he goes, going for the outbraking manoeuvre. Late onto the brakes into the first corner. Oh no, he got it wrong. What a shame. The grip just went away from him there, and he was lucky not to get spat off the bike there, Daniel Stevenson. What a shame for him. He had the move made, but I think the front wheel just dug in at the wrong point for him there. You see, he saw the bike just stand itself up. Stevenson caught that very well, but it just threw him offline, and Arnie Carr didn't need to be asked twice. So what a shame there for Stevenson, who almost had the lead in the bag. He's going to start again now, and still third and fourth, not too far behind. Tyler Humphries and Hudson Cooper still charging away. Frankie Watson in 5th place, Wilson Dilks, Joshua Herring, Ollie Augerman, Lucas King, Harrison Quincy, Bradley Curtis a bit further behind in 11th place, Harry Rafferty, Archie Hooper, Max Rhodes, Isabel Wingate and Lily Rhodes in 16th position, rounding up the field. Mason Fedrick, as we saw before, is unfortunately out of the race, but rider okay. The fight for third, making its way down to the first corner. Tyler Humphries and Hudson Kai Cooper running very closely indeed as we make our way towards the closing stages, last couple of laps of this race. Arnie Carr at the moment leading the way by half a second from Daniel Stevenson. The fight on for third. There's the race leader, Arnie Carr, making his way down towards the chicane. There's a rider just a little bit further ahead there. I think that will be Lily Rhodes, the 16th place rider. May get caught up in the closing stages, but look out for second place there. We just saw him very briefly. Daniel Stevenson not too far behind. There he is. He's certainly not been put off by that mistake, and is regrouping, just trying to close back up on the lead. He's still got a couple of laps to go here, so he could still make a fight for the lead. And he seems very quick down the Brooklyn Straight to the battle for 10th place on the right-hand side of your screen, still raging away. 8th place, Ollie Augerman, Lucas King, Harrison Quincy. Look at the left-hand side of your screen, though, here. Daniel Stevenson is back on it now. There's the lap, there's the rider about to be lapped there. Lily Rhodes, as Daniel Stevenson having a look down the inside on Arnie Carr. Here's the fight for 8th place. There's the number 88 of Ollie Augerman, currently in 8th position. Lucas King and Harrison Quincy down to 10th place. Down towards final couple of corners they go. Daniel Stevenson, incidentally, has set the fastest lap of the race, 104.702 in 2nd position. Car just a little bit deep into the corner there. That might allow Stevenson to close up yet again as they make their way through. They've done lap number 9, so this will be the final lap of the race. And Arnie Carr continues to lead the way, but time running out here for Daniel Stevenson in 2nd place. Very quick again, though, down the Brooklyn Straight, making their way to the chicane. Lap rider just in front there, that's the machine of Lily Rhodes. Could that be a factor in the race? They make their way through. Rhodes holds her line, the faster riders find their way through. Oh, look at Stevenson, he's found his opportunity down the inside. Into the final corner, he's got to hold that apex. As Arnie Carr fights back, it's going to be a drag race to the line here, side by side to the line. Oh, it's very close indeed, and Daniel Stevenson has taken it. I think Arnie Carr thought he'd won it, but the timing says that Daniel Stevenson has won the race by 2/100ths of a second. They were side by side on the line. Hudson Cooper takes 3rd from Tyler Humphries, Frankie Watson in 5th, Joshua Herring fighting through to 6th on the final lap from Wilson Dilks. There's the number 56 there. She was lapped on the final lap there. Lily Rhodes finishing in 16th place. Meanwhile, the battle for 8th place still headed by Ollie Augerman, Lucas King, Harrison Quincy and Bradley Curtis a bit further behind. Here they come up to the line. And it's going to be Augerman from King, Curtis in 10th place, Quincy 11th, Harry Rafferty in 12th place. And the last couple of riders to make their way through will be Archie Hooper in 13th place. And Isabel Wingate fighting with Max Rhodes, making their way through the final corner up towards the line as the rest of the field on their slowing down lap make their way back to the paddock. Down on the finish line, Isabel Wingate will cross the line in 15th place, just about from Max Rhodes. Final 2 riders on the lead lap. And Arnie Carr, I think he thought he'd won that race. You saw him look like he'd done it, but not quite, because Daniel Stevenson is that takes the win from Arnie Carr, 2/100ths of a second. Hudson Cooper in 3rd place from Tyler Humphries, Frankie Watson in 5th place, and the rest of the top 10 made up of Joshua Herring, Wilson Dilks. That great battle for 8th between Ollie Augerman, Lucas King, Bradley Curtis and Harrison Quincy in 11th place. Harry Rafferty in 12th position, Archie Hooper 13th, Isabel Wingate and the rest of the field made up of Max Rhodes and Lily Rhodes in 16th position.